Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel with a new video about World of Tanks. Today it's not going to be a commented replay or tutorial video, it's going to be a new type of video called Meanwhile in World of Tanks. The idea behind it is that in most of the game you'll have just an average result and nothing that you want to share on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. However, in those games you can have some epic moments or just funny moments or just unexpected things that occur. So Meanwhile in World of Tanks is a kind of compilation of those moments, but all of them in a single video will occur in a single play session. So everything that you are going to see will happen in a couple of hours of gameplay. First, on Arctic region, you can see on the minimap there's plenty of allies behind me, so I move forward and I get surprised by this medium, which is quite unusual, but hey, it can happen. But it's not a problem because I have 6 or 7 allies behind me, right? I'm moving backward to avoid the fire on my left, and I'm just hoping that at least 1 or 2 teammates will help me. So he's immobilized, he should be an easy target. He's showing his rear to all of my 6 allies who are, well, still waiting, I don't know what. Well, they might have already some targets at long range, so why should they move to pick on a target that is showing its rear at close range? I don't know. Well, I backed up against the wall, and the funny thing is no one else in the enemy team tried to move forward and help this poor guy as well. So, I mean, at least I survived this duel. Yeah, thank you for your spontaneous help, it was very nice. Meanwhile, my 110 was repairing. I picked my T-29 in hope of destroying the opponent team just because it's a super powerful tier 7 tank, but we got capped early and this clearly did not go as planned. So next I picked my E-25. It's a fantastic little tank and I have probably never showed a replay of it. When I just bought it, I wanted to do a compilation of a few nice games I had with it. However, they all got ruined by my software, so anyway, you probably never seen it on my channel yet. It's a tiny tank with a low profile, an insane fire of rate with a decent DPM. You'll have just regular penetration 150. It's kind of low, but you have a preferential matchmaking, so it's not much of an issue. And it's surprisingly mobile and fast, so it's extremely comfortable to play and really fun. Since I'm planning to buy a new German tank destroyer, I have no crew on this tank. I'm planning to train my new crew on this tank, so I don't even have 6th sense. So I was just here on this hill and quickly, in a few minutes, I'm almost alone. For some reason no one was paying attention to me, so I took advantage of it and I tried to, well, rack up some experience. It would be a lie to say that I was trying to help my teammates, because the game is already lost. We are losing 11-4, so here it's just trying to get some experience. We ended up losing the first 2 games of the day, so I badly wanted to win the 3rd one, just because I hate starting my day with a few defeats in a row. This is why I was fighting to the death, and even if there was not so many alive tanks left in our team, he managed to get in front of me and block me just because he wanted to rack up another kill. Well, anyway, I'm still having a blast here. As you can see, the E-25 is just an amazing tank. I mean, in all situations. Oh, I didn't mention it has an insane camouflage. Normally you're one of the last spotted, but here, well, everyone knows where I am and I am the last tank alive. So yeah, I'm just going to go down with the last fight. Here he probably got a disconnection, so it's, well, free experience. But no matter what I do or what I try, well, this is not going to end up nicely for our team. Well, the point of this video is just to show you that the E-25 is awesome in all situations, and I didn't even have a crew, and I ended up having more experience than the best one in the winning team, so it's just a fantastic tank. Well, we continue with the KV-2 and the almighty troll gun. I was top tier. Well, this tank can be hilarious even when you're in low tier, so the matchmaking is always perfect with the KV-2. Here, a juicy target. I admit I wasn't fully aimed. But okay, I'll just have to pick on another immobile target while I fully aim at it. The KV2 is a hilarious tank, honestly. You'll just blow apart any tank, even higher tiers, and you can do insane amount of damage. You'll just have to hit your target. Like this. Or not. A few minutes later, I'm going to fight a Hellcat and a Chihei. Both are fantastic targets for me just because they have terrible armor values, so I'll just have to hit them and I will just one-shoot them. I'll just have to hope he'll make the mistake of showing up and I will rip him apart. Well, almost. Quite a frustrating game this time, I have to admit. And yeah, he's facing me and there's a Chihei on my right. They are taking advantage of my slow reloading time. Well, it's alright. I mean, the Hellcat is one shot and the Chihei is just a tier 4 medium tank, so here, as you can see, one shot. Almost. Well, I played the KV2 this game just because I wanted to blow up some enemy tanks, so here I made another game just to do this kind of stuff. This is the real KV2. Anyway, before going back to the 110 grinding, I wanted to play a bit the Thunder 1 Seeds. When you have a series of defeat or frustrating games, you can just play this one. It's a fantastic machine as well, because it's fast, it has a gun that can deal a lot of damage to all tier 2 and 3, and some tier 4s as well. If you're facing tier 5s, you'll have to play Scout, but well, this wasn't the case. I was lucky to have a very good matchmaking. So if you're having a bad day or you have a losing streak, well, just take a break and pick this tank. You'll see, it will put a smile on your face. I'm not going to comment at this portion of the video, you'll see for yourself. So now my motivation is off the charts and I'm ready to play some big tier 9 tanks, and the game barely started and well, it's almost over actually. Why do people keep capping so early in the game? I don't know. But there's always something comforting in those kind of defeats. It's just the amount of experience the winning team got for this game, and you'll just have to imagine that some of them did their time 2 experience on this game. I'm really fine losing this one. And now my favorite moment of the day. I was trying to shoot this E75 because he had his turret sideways, and I shoot, and apparently I hit something, but it wasn't even spotted. It actually was an FPP 183, which was not spotted at all, and probably wondered why he got shot. So now we have almost won this game. There's just a platoon of light tanks, and I was pretty sure they headed to E1, E2. So I went down in their last spotted position just to get some additional damage and just to finish and clean up the game. And here they were, just trying to avoid being destroyed by waiting for us to cap, and nope, they are not willing to fight at the end of the game. I really don't understand this kind of behavior. I mean, you're going to lose anyway, you're going to lose a lot of money anyway, so why not trying to use your fantastic tank? I mean, the AMX Chaffee, I bought it not so long ago and I really love this tank. I don't understand. And now the final replay of the day, Panther 4. I also love this tank. I purchased it recently just because I wanted to get to the Tiger 1, which will be my future tank that I badly want in my garage. I'm going through the Tiger P line just because I want to unlock as many tanks as I can on the way, so this is on the Tiger P line. I was hoping to save my repair kit, so I took another hit on purpose, just because it's really early in the game. The idea is, at low tiers you can afford to take one more artillery shot, and also because I knew it was lower tier. The normal reflex when you get shot by the artillery is just to repair as soon as you can and get out of there as fast as you can. So the Panther 4 is your typical medium tank with decent mobility, top speed, everything, and you'll have this fancy turret with spaced armor, but the main attraction of this tank is the gun. It's like the Sherman gun, it's a howitzer. You want to play it with high explosive shells because you'll be able to damage anyone, even some tier 7 tanks. Well, unless you know that you can penetrate for sure with the regular IP shell, but it's up to you, it's only if you know what you're doing. This tank plays similarly to the Sherman, just because you are like medium tank with decent mobility and a howitzer gun, because as well the Sherman is meant to be played with this kind of gun. The M4 Sherman gets a better turret armor and better gun depression as well, and you'll get better hull armor and more life, so well, it's up to you which tank you want to get, but they are quite similar actually. Well, it was funny for me just because the day before I was recording all of those videos, I started my day by playing twice on Sand River on assault mode. The first time I was defending and the second time I was attacking. We lost both games by landslide. My team was focusing on the left side of the map. Well, it's nice, but not when you do it with 14 tanks, twice in a row. And now I'm ending my day on the very same map, very same mode. However, I have a much better team which apparently knows how to defend properly this place. I mean, this portion of the map is the most important. You cannot just ignore it and you'll just end up losing, almost guaranteed. Now I know this team can be trusted and I'll just have a fun time. I mean, when you have a nice matchmaking, really good team, you'll have this kind of confidence that everything will go right. And I got lucky here because I'm in his back and I'm just taking my time, and there's an allied tank on my right. Well, not anymore. For some reason the artillery decided to shoot at him and not me. Usually the artillery is able to hit me even if I'm moving at 60 km per hour driving in circles, and this time I was immobile and I did a huge mistake and I wasn't even punished for it. I don't know, it was an incredible game. Well, for me, not for my poor unlucky teammate. Well, at least now he's avenged, and now I can safely continue my game without worrying about the artillery. When I have this kind of game, even if I'm not performing spectacularly, when everything goes right, like in this game, I know this is the last game of my day, because everything that I will play afterwards, it will just ruin it. It won't be as good. This guy probably hates me now. Well, it's so fun playing medium things. And now he is tracked, so I can just leave him to the rest of my team, who will be really happy to get a free kill. Now it's the end of the game. Let me speed it up for you because I was just shooting at those two remaining tanks and it was just a slow and painful death. but at least they died fighting, and they made it pretty far. Actually, they were quite close to our base, so props to them for making it this far. So that will be all for the first Meanwhile in World of Tanks video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will continue this kind of videos if I'm making some long gaming sessions without any full replay that I want to comment. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.